guys, my name is Nori and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing one of my favorite tags of all time. I'm talking like booktube terminology, which is the mid-year book freakout tag, y'all. I cannot wait. Every single year I'm just like, when are you gonna post, y'all, so I can watch the content? I absolutely love watching this. So this year I decided to do it. I think last year I did it, but I can't find the video. It's somewhere along, whatever, but you know what I mean. So I decided to do this tag because y'all know I absolutely adore tags, and this is my favorite time of the year because everybody talks about everything that they're reading, their stats, favorites, dislikes. Ugh, it's like the end of the year, but in the middle because we're in June. Get it? Being corny. Moving on. So we have a couple questions here and we're going to start. I started answering, like at least writing some down, and I forgot to complete it, so we're just gonna be doing this by memory. So without further ado, here's the video. Alright, so the first question, it is the best book you've read so far. Now, I've given quite a few 5 stars, not as much as I usually do comparing to last year's stats, but I've given quite a few, but these two books really do stand out for me, and that is Pet by Kweki Emezi and Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. These two books I love for completely different reasons. So Pet, y'all know that I will not shut up about it. Apparently I read this in February and I have not stopped talking about it, so definitely top 5 favorites of the year, and definitely one of my favorite books of all time, y'all. It has impacted me that much. The writing style, everything about it, love it. And then we have Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. I love YA. Like, I love reading about young adults. It's fun, it's goofy, it's just always a good time. YA is always a good time. And this one, I haven't been recently enjoying like YA contemporary romances because I'm just like, you know, these kids be doing some questionable things as an adult, but I can't really judge it because I'm not a teenager. But this one, 5 stars, y'all. I loved it. So definitely pick up these two. Next question, it is best sequel you've read so far. Now, I was scrolling down and the only sequels that I've read have been like manga and graphic novels, but I did finish a series, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I would say the best sequel, end of the series, it is Night of the Dragon by Julie Kagawa, y'all. I love this series. I gave the first one a 5 stars, then I gave the second one a 4 stars, and then the 4 stars, and then the last one, which is this one, y'all, blew it out of the park. Oh my god, I absolutely adored it. I can't talk about it because this is a 3rd book. Everybody kind of knows about this, about the kitsune who was entrusted with one of the scrolls. Now every single night, every 1,000 years, this dragon comes out and grants one wish. But it's a YA book, so things go to chaos, and then we got a ragtag group that joins her. Y'all, so many tropes. It's bomb. Read it. Alright, so the next question, it is new releases you haven't read yet but want to. And I have, again, 2 picks for this. The first one is Girl Gone Viral by Alicia Rai, and then the second one, it is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.K. Klune. I know that Girl Gone Viral, Alicia Rai, she released a romance novel last year. I'll put the picture up here. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved everything about this book. So obviously I put Girl Gone Viral on my TBR and it's out and I still haven't read it. So okay, very cool. And then we have The House in the Cerulean Sea. Now, I have not heard nothing about this book until, yes, so Riley Marie, I'll post her picture up there. She was reading it for a vlog, and I've never heard about this book, but the way that she described it, I looked it up and I'm just like, y'all, this sounds so good that I need it. And it's out. Do you see the pattern? I still haven't read it yet. Next question, it is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Now I can go on a list because I have a list of all the things that are coming out that I'm excited, but there's one in particular that I want to give all my attention to, and that is The Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. Y'all, I've been talking about this book for 2 years. Y'all need to stop playing and go read this series. It is a City of Brass, y'all. Oh my god. This series is coming to an end. And I read the first book when it came out. I read the second book when it came out. And when I tell you that I'm so ready for this book to come out so I can devour it. And I'm probably going to be a crying mess. And I'm going to be very emotional, but we love it. Okay, I love it. I love the series so much. And a lot of people are now starting to pick up and read it. Now this one is definitely considered a more of a new adult than a YA fantasy, but y'all, I'm telling you to pick this up. You will not be disappointed. I want to say that the first one, the pacing is kind of a little off, but like once you get past that, like the world building, the characters, the plot, y'all, I am telling you, pick this up. Next question, it is biggest disappointment. And I wouldn't say that I have a biggest disappointment, but I have the book that I hate that I already talked about in my wrap-up. So if you want to see me go into detail, then go watch that video. But I'm going to just go quickly over it. And that is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. Y'all, I gave this 1 star. This book was... this book was trash. I hated it. I don't want to go into details because if not, I'm gonna get like all riled up and I'm gonna get mad because honestly, I can't believe this won an award. Like, I apologize. Yeah, I do. I apologize if this is one of your favorite books of all time, y'all, but I was not having it, y'all. I cannot stand this book, and this author is no longer on my shelf. So, yeah. The next question, it is biggest surprise, and this one completely caught me off guard because everybody loved the first book, but then the second book came out and everybody was giving it like iffy reviews, and I'm just like, oh no, I'm not gonna like it. But then I read it and then I loved it. Like, I gave this a 4.5, close to a 5 stars, so I just rounded up to a 5 stars, but it was more of a 4.5. Y'all, it was Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey. I know everybody loves her Fix Her Up. Everybody was like, oh my god, that was one of my favorites. And I understand. I really enjoyed that book, but honestly, again, it's just me. I spoke about this in one of my wrap-ups. It's definitely me being biased because, you know, the main character, yes, he's a very toxic masculinity. There is a lot that's going on there, but this guy is not only is he Puerto Rican, but like he's in the military. And if y'all didn't know, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Afro-Latina, and I was in the military as well. So in some of those aspects, I definitely related to him, and he did start to see his ways by the end of the book. So you get to see his character development. He gets to talk about, you know, what family does and family expectations, especially being a Latino guy. So I loved this book, and again, it's just probably me being biased as hell, but like, it was a surprise. It really was. The next question, it is favorite new author or debut author, and I had a hard time picking an author for this, but then I was looking at Goodreads, which, honest to God, they have to change a lot of things, y'all, but that's another discussion. I was looking through what I wanted to read, and I realized that I have all of this author's books on my TBR, and I want to get through all of their books, and I'm talking about Case and Calendar. They just came out with Felix Ever After. I already talked about this book, and they have a lot of books that I want to read, like, really bad. So definitely I'm gonna pick Case and Calendar for this question, and if you have read any of their books, please comment down below and let me know which one is your favorite. Next question, it is newest fictional crush or crushes, and I don't really have any. Like, I can't think of a single person that stands out and be like, ooh, that's bae. But, you know, I'm on Goodreads and I'm scrolling up and down, and it's just like, meh. So we're gonna move on to the next question. And the next question, it is newest favorite character. Now, I'm going to pick out a manga for this because I read it and I really can't get this character out of my head, and I definitely want to see her succeed and her progress. And that is Komi Can't Communicate by Tomohide Oda, and I'm talking about Komi. If you did not know what this manga is about, it's Komi Can't Communicate. Now, everybody think Komi is like the most popular girl in the school. You know, everybody's so intimidated by her. Everybody's like, wow, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, she's smart. They literally compare her to a god. Everybody's obsessed with her. But Komi cannot communicate because she has crippling anxiety, and that does not allow her to communicate. So she seems stuck up, but honestly, she's just a regular girl and she wants to make friends, but because of her anxiety, she can't communicate. Y'all, I love this manga so much, and for sure, Komi is one of my favorite characters. Yeah. Next question, it is books that made you cry. Now, I'm going to go through my list, but the first one that I see is definitely Orange Volume 1. Now, Orange Volume 1 is definitely a popular manga which talks about a group of high school kids. Their future selves are communicating with their present selves and telling them that there is a classmate coming in, and in the future he's not going to be there, but they have the power to change the outcome. So trigger warnings for that one. It's also Night of the Dragon by Julie Kagawa. Again, we're finishing off a series. I was super emotional. Like, I don't even want to talk about it because I know I'm going to get into my feelings. And the last one that I just saw is All Boys Aren't Blue by George M. Johnson. That book was intense. It was beautiful. It was raw. It was unfiltered. A must read, y'all, but there are trigger warnings in the beginning of the book, even before you get to his memoirs or his essays, so be cautious of that as well. Next question, it is books that made me happy, and I definitely have one, and it is Beach Read by Emily Henry. Y'all, this is a popular 2020 romance, and for good reasons. Y'all, I give this a 5 out of 5 stars, and it has everything that I've ever wanted in a romance and more. Y'all, this was so good. I highly recommend that you pick this up. If you are the type who wants to read adult romance without heavy smut or like barely any smut, I'm telling you, y'all, this is your book. So pick it up. The next question, it is most beautiful book that you've bought so far this year. And actually, it's right behind me, and it's a graphic novel. Y'all, oh my god, when I tell you that this book is, first of all, look at that cover. Like, details. And then, that's not it. You know, it used to have details in the back, but then you take off the plastic, and then you have this. Do y'all see that? Obviously, I find this absolutely beautiful. This book is a work of art, y'all. I cannot wait to devour this book. This is definitely going to be read this month, y'all. But when I tell you that this is gorgeous, this is gorgeous. And the last and final question, it is what books do you need to read by the end of the year? Joke's on me, because I have a ton. Not only is my TBR stacked, these are actually a stack of books, y'all. But I have new releases that I definitely want to get to. So I'm going to open up my Goodreads and I'm just going to start naming out ones. We have Cinderella's Dead by Kaylin Bayron. We have How the King of Elfame Learned to Hate Stories by Holly Black. We have Snapped by Alexa Martin. We have Finding Joy by Adriana Herrera. We have Take a Hint, Danny Brown. Yeah, we got a long list, y'all. We got a long list of like sequels, ending of series. We got my TBR. We have a lot, but I literally cannot wait. Alright, y'all, so that is the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me and subscribing and liking and doing all that cool stuff. I really do appreciate it. I love you guys so much. Honestly, this has been a crazy journey, and if it wasn't for you guys, you know, I'd still be in my depression. So that's a story for another time. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye!